They know everything I'm doing, how I'm doing it, why
yeah.
I'm doing it, where I'm doing it. So they know already if I like, let's say, Italian food. They know I'm a buyer, a local buyer of Italian food. Now, let's say you have an Italian restaurant and you want to advertise on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook's going to ask you a plethora of questions. And if you forget to hit one button, you're never getting in front of Peter Anthony, who likes Italian food.
Yeah.
And the reason that they're encouraged to not give your ad to me, even though they know I'd buy your stuff,
right,
is because the only business they're in is that of consuming ads. So they're not incentivized to connect people with buyers. They're actually incentivized to keep businesses advertising.
Correct.
That's their only incentive. Well, you know that there's a few things that I really love. One of the things I really love, I love print, man. I've been in print for a long time. I've been published 1,200 times. Print is powerful. Print is the quintessential way for the world to know that you've made it. And I am here today with one of my dearest and most beautiful friends, my friend Julie, and she is the owner of Millcreek. Julie, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me, Peter. You're a sweetheart.
I'm the lucky one today. I want you first. Let's share with our audience. Where can they find you?
Me personally, we are a locally produced, obviously, community lifestyle publication. We are a direct mail piece, direct mailed every month to kind of the East Bench in Millcreek.
I'm going to steal one.
Yeah, so we are direct mailed right around Salt Lake Country Club. We comb the East Bench into Holiday. Right?
Like, it's so cool, man.
Thank you.
Like when you open it up, it's
Thank you.
And it feels great.
Thank you.
This is where your business needs to be. I'm starting there because I want to start with the end in mind. What you want to be here. You want to make sure people can see you. It's really a wonderful publication.
Thank
I love
you.
it. I love
Thanks.
the texture.
I appreciate it.
I love this cover, actually.
I mean, we have a luxury audience. You know, I mean, I think when you say that word, some people are like, luxury, what does that mean? You know, twinge a little bit.
Luxury in Utah is definitely.
Yeah. Well, it's like expensive skis, you know, or a nice mountain bike, you know.
Or a big RV.
Yeah. But I mean, I think luxury is defined by different people, right? For some people, luxury obviously is like your time, you know, or it could be, I drive a BMW, you know, I mean, it really depends on but luxury is what you define it to be, right?
Sure.
But in saying that, you know, we have a very cool audience, readers, and a very intentionally curated line of business partners that we bring on, and we help with their brand awareness and help build their business. And we're very intentional about it because I want to make sure we're like-minded and we're creating like a cool vibration in the area.
And I think, well, first and foremost, I think print will never die because it's substantial.
Yeah.
It's something you can pick up.
Thank you.
You're now celebrated. Agreed. You're curated.
Well, and not to interrupt, but like it's the most trusted form of media available, period, end of story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
100%.
People like this will live on for a long time. This will be around for months, if not longer, right?
Oh, and if it's a
people pick
cover,
it up, they will always see your ad. Like people, I mean, and not to slam social media, but like they'll last a few hours, right? You'll get like a great reel, a lot of hits. People are on to the next thing. Mm-hmm. You know, this is memorable. Yeah. This fosters more of an intention.
And it's memorable, and it's really positioned. You know, if you want to connect with a very specific audience, this is being mailed to someone. So they are going to get it. They're going to see it.
Yes.
There's no maybe they saw my ad. I don't know. What time did it run? Where did it go? Who was right? There's no guessing. You know who your customer is. So if this is your customer in that group, that's why I like print so much. And I love the way you do it because you've incorporated print right? Which obviously there's a cost to being in the magazine.
For sure.
There's a cost to printing it, a cost to mailing it.
Oh, yeah.
It's heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
But
it's not cheap.
no.
Especially the quality of it,
Yes,
like you
and
can feel it's like
it
a nice,
has such
soft,
a great
matte.
texture.
Yeah, you want to hold it,
Yeah,
right?
I really, really like it. I'm like, I can't wait to be in it.
Yeah, for sure.
But what I think is so important is you're curating a message. People see the message, then they feel the message, then they read the message. It incorporates most of the senses. And what I love about that is it becomes more memorable. And if you're on the cover, like I've been on a lot of covers. So when you come into my office, you see covers, right?
Awesome.
In my case, I've only been
What covers have you been on?
Personally, I've been on a couple of covers, but my work and my salons and everything that we've done, we were published 1,200 times. Yeah. And so
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exceptional.
From international magazines all the way to local. Yeah, for over a decade. Nice. It's heavy, but those covers that you either created work for or like whoever was the photographer, this is now part of their portfolio. Yes. And it's a proud piece of their portfolio.
Yes.
Whoever the people are on it. Yeah. It's a proud piece that should sit in their office in perpetuity so they know, yes.
Totally.
You have to be thinking social media, as much as I love digital marketing and we're great at digital marketing and I own a digital marketing agency and we make people lots of money with it. It's not a legacy piece. Being on the cover of your magazine is a legacy piece. It gets you directly in front of the local community. It gets your business directly in front of a local community.
Yes. And on that note, people remember stories, and they identify and they connect with stories. They don't remember statistics. They don't remember, do you know what I mean? And so I feel like it's such an effective form of brand awareness, marketing, building trust.
92% of people will remember a story.
Completely.
I'm just
love this.
I'm
I was
just
going to
messing
say,
with
wow.
you.
I'm like, you've seen my media kit. Like, this is awesome.
I'm teasing about it because I use this statistic to reinforce your point.
But I appreciate that. But it's true though. Like people, they remember stories.
The stories are cultural.
They connect. It's culture. It's the earliest form of connection.
Yeah. And it's the way we've passed on legacy. It's the way we've passed on our essence is through a story. And that's why I think print changed obviously, right? What's the most printed book of all time? It's the Bible, right? It's never been
still being printed.
Yeah, it does. And and I know Jack Canfield and the Chicken Soup for the Soul people, and they've printed over 1.5 million, 1.5 billion books.
Yeah.
And it's nowhere near the Bible.
Right? Yeah.
And it's 1.5 billion books.
I know, it's true though.
I think my first book sold only 20,000 copies, which I thought were all the copies in the world. Yeah. How do you get on the cover of Millcreek?
Well, you have to be selected,
Yeah. So you're curated.
I completely.
I love that.
Yeah. These people, none of this has been purchased. Molly and Rachel from the agency did not purchase that. I was we print every month and we have a different editorial theme every month, which is awesome because you're reading about something new. There's a different intention. We get to focus on different things, right? Like this is the guys issue and this is completely curated for the audience that men will read, men will support, women know how to support their men, their partners, their sons, et cetera, right? But when we were looking, at just our ladies issue, we're like, how do we make real impact with some inspiring women in the community? How are people doing things differently? And Molly is. She is, the agency obviously is like a real estate brokerage, right? And they do a lot of like high-end homes and all that. They're national, right?
Yeah.
I think they might be global even.
Well, they're global, but they started in California.
Oh, yeah. But she does things differently. And that's what I really liked about her. And I thought, everyone, of course, we know that if there's not sales, a business will not stay, right? Period. End of story, right? Like you have to have some kind of sales. But she was like, there's just, that feels empty. And so she really has fostered a community with her brokers of connection, of support, of real, you know what I mean? Like unity. And I think that's where we're in a world that's so competitive, the fact that her brokers are helping each other and you know what I mean? I think that's really special. So, I mean, I literally sat down with her and I was just like, I'm interviewing you, you know, and I was like wanting to understand her story and her understanding of leadership and running a business and, you know, fostering growth within all of her brokers. And then through the conversation, I was just like, okay, we're clicking on multiple things, right? And it was building community and it was inspiring others. And there's not competition here, there's support. And that's completely, you know, one of kind of the mantras that I live by. And so I thought, you know, I think you would be incredible, you know?
So when people connect when your core values are in alignment with the people and the way you see the magazine's core values and the person's core values, then they get an opportunity to participate with you on that level, which is super cool.
Well, I want to understand like that, you know, are people the best at what they do, right? Like if I am putting together a magazine and I'm now referring people, right? I want to make sure I vet people to make sure, are they the best at what they do?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, because I'm not going to put somebody in front of people and then they're like, you know, this plumber, you know, ripped me off or whatever. Like, that's a bad reflection on me. So I am careful with who I select to work with because now this is, you know, what I'm building is to be a regional go-to guide for people where they, even outside of the region, people are reaching because they have trust now with us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They trust who we are. They trust the people that I meet. They trust the partners that I'm vetting.
And it's a community that you've created.
Yes.
So the entrance into the community is your expertise, where the entrance into the Facebook advertising community is behind a keyboard.
Right.
It's hired. It's like, oh, okay, cool. And yes, I think it's very important. Obviously, we run ads, we do marketing, we do digital marketing. We're great at it.
Well, and I think that there's a place for social media, right? I mean, because it can be really good at top of mind or even, you know, some kind of awareness. But if you've even noticed, like social media is even changing. It's not even really social media anymore. It's more interest marketing now. Like basically you're now being fed things that you have not even liked or followed based on the interest of what you're liking.
Based on the data science that's being collected by AI.
So it's not even like social media now. Social media is dead. Like we barely even see our friends' posts anymore. Like now it's just, you know.
You see 2 to 3%. So if you have 5,000 friends, you only see 2 to 3% of those friends will be shown what you're talking about, which is terrible. So the only and it's designed, which is interesting. Here's the thing about, so I'm going to make a comparison and tell the world why you're such a good value here in Utah. So here's how social media works.
Yeah.
Social media, I'm purchasing an advertisement.
Right.
Right? So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Their only cash flow comes from selling ad space.
Right.
Now, even though they have 20 years of Peter Anthony's data, probably 21, right? Maybe older than some of you, right? But I've been on Facebook since it started, right? So they have all my data, all my interests. They see when I got divorced, when I got married, when I got, all of the things, right? Who, Peter Anthony likes, tall blonde women, short brunettes, whatever, because that's the ones I'm hanging on.
Yeah.
Right? So it knows all my interests. It knows what kind of car I like, what color car I like, what kind of music I like.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter Anthony's looking at a lot of speakers. He likes speakers. He must be getting a new stereo. Let's show him lots of stereo stuff for a while. Whatever it is. Now, so if they have all my information and they've downloaded it into an AI database that can absolutely, and they've had this ability for 20 years. They know everything I'm doing, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, where I'm doing it. So they know already if I like, let's say, Italian food. They know I'm a local buyer of Italian food. Now, let's say you have an Italian restaurant and you want to advertise on Facebook. Facebook's going to ask you a plethora of questions. And if you forget to hit one button, you're never getting in front of Peter Anthony, who likes Italian food.
Yeah.
And the reason that they're encouraged to not give your ad to me, even though they know I'd buy your stuff,
right,
is because the only business they're in is that of consuming ads. So they're not incentivized to connect people with buyers. They're actually incentivized to keep businesses advertising.
Correct.
That's their only incentive.
Correct. They want people, absolutely.
So the juxtaposition is this magazine is incentivized to get you in front of the community that you want to do business with. They're incentivized. There's no better investment than investing in an advertisement in a magazine. The ROI is incredible.
Well, agreed. I mean, and when you think about the audience that is
Sure.
getting the publication, and
Mill
then they
Creek,
see
man.
it. Well, and it's like I said, Sugar House, Millcreek, Holiday, the most affluent homeowners in the area. And also
Draper's
it goes
okay.
to like 800. I'm
You're
sorry.
teasing me. I live in Draper, man.
Well, no, Draper's great too. Like,
I'm messing with you.
we're growing. But no, I mean, I'm just saying that like we also go to about 800 businesses in the area as well, and then honestly, the cool thing here's, case in point, right? I got a call one day from a woman and she's like, I live in Millcreek. I haven't seen this. And I was like, okay, well, where did you happen? She's like, I'm a business owner. I happened to pick up your magazine and I didn't know I want to work with you. I want to advertise with you. And she started talking to her and I said, just out of curiosity, where did you pick up the magazine? And she said, Salt Lake Audi. I was sitting there getting my car done. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I thought, wow, and I said, just out of curiosity, who was on the cover? That magazine was like 6 months old and she found it. Do you know what I mean? So talk about your marketing, like living here for a long time.
The magazine's sitting in Audi's waiting area.
Yes.
Because it's so high end and so cool that Audi feels that it's special enough to cooperate with this magazine and their customers and their affluent customers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
they pulled up cool. Like, when we were first meeting, they were one of my founding partners. And then we were first meeting and they said, what are your zip codes? If you're in the top 10, we'll continue talking. And he was like, oh, yeah, you're definitely in the top 10. So he was the top 5. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing too, though, is that, we're actually part of a large franchise of families. So there's 240 publications like this across the United States. We're the largest print publisher in the US. So we're not just print, but we also help build your SEO as well. So we kind of help stand you out. When people will see your ad, they actually will go Google you, right? They're like, oh, I'm curious about this business, right? They go find your website, look for you online. They spend more time on your website because now they're interested because they already saw you in the magazine. They know that a human put this together. There's already trust and credibility, right? Brands need trust because trust is what fosters loyalty. Loyalty is what you want because guess what? That's why people continue to buy Nike.
Yeah, human beings are slow to change once they're loyal.
Oh yeah, because you get a brand that fits.
Look at Apple, right? Once you're in the Apple ecosystem, once I had that first Apple computer, and then I remember when the iPads came out, and we were a dev company, so of course we were on the list, and we got an iPad sent to us, and it was the coolest thing in the world. Like I have a piece of tech that no one in the world has.
Oh my gosh, so revolutionary.
So cool.
So mind-blowing. Like, what is this?
What
An
is
iPhone?
This?
Right?
Right. It's like this iPhone on steroids. And I remember when we got the first iPhones, I was actually in the UK working for BlackBerry, teaching about networking and community and marketing.
Yeah.
I was working with T-Mobile and RIM, who owns BlackBerry. And it's fascinating. But that switch from being a computer company to creating community or to expanding community.
Yeah.
Because for so long, Apple, and we'd been in Apple House for a long time, but Apple was really about the graphic artist.
Right.
And then when they expanded and became about music.
Yeah.
And then they became about the phone. And
isn't that just so revolutionary too? Like the way they digitized music.
Oh, it was awesome.
Mind-blowing.
Everything's in your phone.
Yeah.
It's very cool. And I think what you're doing by keeping our communities together in one place where people can find them, I think it's awesome.
Well, it's about connection for me. I'm about connection, I'm about connecting people. I think that we need a lot more of it.
Favorite interview?
Oh God. Favorite interview. I think it was really fun to interview Coach Whittingham. He was fun. He was hard. It was definitely a hard one to get, but thankfully,
That's cool.
yeah, I was able to get there. That he was cool. He was awesome. And I was told I had just a short window, and I was like 7 minutes. Okay. And I literally like set a timer and everything. And then he was like, we've got more time. What else? I mean, he was awesome. Yeah, he was great.
Cool, right?
Yeah. It was awesome. So yeah, I really liked him. I mean, I thought it was really fun to interview. God, I mean, I love Denise Drews. She was the cover of our January health and wellness issue 2 Januaries ago. She's awesome. Just pillar in the community, grew up, raised her family in Millcreek. She has been a wellness advocate, yoga teacher, like really well known in the community. And she is, going through breast cancer, and it's devastating for everyone who knows her, but she's still just like this strong, woman that's wanting to make a difference. And she created this whole program about teaching prisoners how to teach yoga. And she goes out to the prison and she teaches yoga. And
have you interviewed John Jackson?
I do not know John Jackson.
So I will we'll connect the two of them. Here's the cool thing about communities, right? When one community meets another community,
yes,
those communities now exponentially grow. And I think that we undervalue our physical communities today. You can see it in our children. They're isolated. They're on social. Their reading skills and math skills in high school are depleting to alarming levels. College enrollment is down 30 to 50% in many colleges across the country. We're isolating ourselves instead of expanding our communities. What Julie's doing is expanding communities. She's building communities. She's securing the future of her community. I want you to be part of what she does.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
One piece of advice to an entrepreneur.
Know who you are and why you do it.
Know who you are and why you do it. I love
because that will guide every decision that you make in your business. I mean, there's
and in life. If you know who you are, then you know that's the right relationship or the wrong relationship.
Yeah. And you know what's important to you, and obviously don't compromise your values, I mean, there's been times that, I've had competitors of some of my partners come to me wanting to work with me. And I'm like, I'm already working with that industry right now. I value my relationships, build relationships, honor your relationships, take care of each other, we need each other. Community's big.
That's really, really cool. Brilliant. You're amazing. I'm wishing you and Millcreek Magazine the best of luck. I don't think you need luck anymore. I think you've put all the hard work.
Thank you.
And now it's just time to enjoy it.
It's done. It's been a labor of love for sure. She started out as a little newborn and she kept me up a lot, first year. But yeah, it's nice. I have a staff now and we're doing cool events in the community. We have one. We just
and it's a monthly.
It's a monthly publication, but we also, I will say, we just wrapped our ladies event a couple weeks ago. It was called Becoming Her. We held it at a gallery in Salt Lake, and we just had the most amazing just interactions. And I curated a whole passport on. So we had rosé wine flights with women-owned vineyards, right? We did it with the tasting room downtown, and they were all rosés. And on the other side, I had curated some different questions where women could, as they enter, I think sometimes connection for some people, the word networking can feel kind of anxiety driven, right? Because they're like, I hate, so many people hate small talk, right? I hate small talk. It's hard for me. I want to get to the nuts.
My name's Peter Anthony and I'm a realtor.
Can I sell your house?
Fast,
right? I want to get nuts and bolts. Hey, what was the hardest thing you went through this month? What are you struggling with right now? What are you working on? What's exciting you, right? And so I had curated some questions that we put on the other side so that women could kind of just connect on a real authentic level immediately. Mm-hmm. And it worked.
love it.
and it really helped people, just feel the experience of the room so much more intentionally. So I will say, plug really
Feel the
quick.
experience.
Yes, feel. It's all about feeling and seeing. I want people to feel seen and connected. I do. So we have another big community event. Actually, we're doing this fall. It's October 11th at Log Haven. It is our first inaugural food and drink festival.
We'll be there. Can people be sponsors?
Yes, we'd love to have sponsors.
We're looking for great sponsors. It's in October. Make it happen.
Call me.
We're looking forward. How can people get in touch with you?
They can find us on our Instagram. It's Millcreek City Lifestyle. My LinkedIn page, Julie Janke, or, we also have a business page on LinkedIn. My website is citylifestyle.com/Millcreek. My contact info is there, and you can also see all the great work we're doing.
I love it, man. Well, if you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you want to be part of this community, then you need to reach out to Julie. Make sure you make that happen. Get your applications in for ad space. Put your applications in for pieces on editorial. They do so many cool things. And make sure, request to have this magazine delivered to your business so other people can see it as well. That's what keeps our community tight. This is the Utah Business Spotlight. I'm Peter Anthony, your host. I'm with Julie, and she is rocking it today. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for having me.